Some breaking news. MLS could be the first pro league to trial sin bins in football after lawmakers back trials. And this is the idea that after players commit an infraction, they must sit out of the game for a period of time, probably something like 10 minutes before they are allowed to return to the game. This is similar to what they do in ice hockey, the penalty box in ice hockey. Now, with this news being expressed, Twitter is, of course, losing it. Another example of MLS and Americans ruining the game. And this is just another MLS gimmick to try to get American fans to try to like the game even more. However, there's one major problem with that narrative. This is actually being done by IFAB, the International Football Association Board. They have approved trials designed to clamp down on player behavior. New protocols regarding temporary dismissals for conduct such as dissent surrounding the referee, as well as tactical fouls, could be now in place for the 24-25 season. An MLS spokesperson told The Athletic, "We intend to review and discuss the initiative shared yesterday by IFAB for potential consideration in MLS or MLS Next Pro. There's no date yet for the start of the 24 MLS regular season, but the 23 campaign began on February 25th, with the 22 season starting on February 26th, making it the likeliest competition to trial the measures first. MLS insists there is no current timeline for any implementation, but the IFAB board development means that any competition organizer that wants to adapt sin bins will soon be able to do so. The IFAB is keen for high-profile competition to take the initiatives on with senior officials, hoping MLS could lead the way. And MLS won't be the first league period to do so, only the first professional league. Amateur leagues at the grassroots level in England started implementing this in 2019-20 season. But FIFA head of refereeing and IFAB member Pierluigi Collina said that they could now be brought in at the professional level, even high professional level. And it goes on to state the exact protocol for the sin bin, should it be approved, remains to be decided in the grassroots game. Sin bins are indicated by the referee showing a yellow card and pointing with both arms to the sidelines in an adult amateur game, and offending players required to leave the field for 10 minutes. Now, obviously, this should have been a dead giveaway that MLS and Americans weren't behind it when you saw the word sin bins, not to mention saying implemented in football, because Americans do not use the term sin bins. In America, we call it a penalty box, and you have to spend time in the penalty box. So where does the sin bin come from? Sin bin comes from England. It's a rugby term. And the fact that people couldn't pick up on this and realize that this was actually, if anything, an English idea, at least European, not an American one, it just shows how much anti-MLSers want to blame the MLS for anything bad that happens in soccer. However, the good news is all publicity is good publicity, and more people are talking about MLS, even if it is false negative news about MLS. And what do you guys think of implementing the sin bin or a penalty box in soccer? I'm kind of neutral on it, and here's the thing. There does have to be something done with dissent and tactical fouls in the game, and this is just one idea that some people have. However, have some common sense, actually learn to read articles, not just headlines, and if you actually don't think the sin bin is a good idea, quit blaming MLS. Blame this guy instead, because he's the guy who actually stated that it can be implemented in professional matches now. For those of you who don't know, that is Pierluigi Collina, the greatest referee in all of soccer history.